opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Vols will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Got him downfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision on it.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And as he throws, intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So
he's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Once he got some room, it was over. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the ground, it's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Quick completion on the out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running to Green. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one...
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Quick release by the QB. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Auburn lines up quickly. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, catching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Aguilar. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Volunteers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
All right, back-to-back shots by the offense. Staying aggressive, foot on the pedal. They had a big completion the previous play, so they try to take another one, but give the defense credit, forcing the incompletion.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Pulls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They want to throw it. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
He'll try it again. Hard running there. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air. It's Aguilar. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollock, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You can kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires left. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tigers are on the move. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a crease, it's Bishop. He breaks a tackle. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.
Sneaks it into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Kane. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball.
There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the target. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the...
Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The corners are walked up tight, running to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Thomas. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Thomas. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
49, Aurburn, 17.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown ball. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Aurburn Tigers take over first and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up first and 10 from the 48. Might be calling a hot route. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He'll do it himself. He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge.